what the old logo for Nickelodeon was.
Ooh, was it the splatter? No.
That was the new one. Do you remember what the old logo for Nickelodeon was?
Was it the arch?
No.
No, I don't. Do you have a picture?
Feet.
No, it didn't.
It was a foot.
No, it wasn't.
Remember, Nickelodeon was an orange foot. It was a long foot and it had the word Nickelodeon written across the middle of it. Nickelodeon's old logo was a foot. Dan Schneider was an absolute freak. He loved feet. That was louder than usual, but hey.
I think that was a little quieter. It wasn't that loud in my head this time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, welcome
Welcome.
to the Itchy Sweater Podcast. We're your humble servants, Blair and Witch.
I'd never narked on nobody.
Oh, Fast and Furious, how you have made a lasting impact on our lives. I love it.
Now it's a joke.
It is, well, it's always kind of been a joke, but like after 4, that's when it started being like, okay, now we're getting kind of crazy.
I think they should have stopped at 5.
I think they should have stopped at 3.
I think 5. If they didn't go so crazy with like, we're gonna use 2 chargers to pull the safe.
Yeah,
like the beginning of that with the train thing, that was, I feel like that's pretty realistic. But then like the whole, we're gonna steal the vault. Like I'm like,
it started getting insane.
On now.
It started getting absolutely insane.
And then I don't even. What was Fast 5? Fast 5 was with the Rock, right?
I think so. When he was like a cop and he had like that goatee.
Or was that for?
I don't know, somewhere around there. And then
they all blend together.
By the time they got to 10, you had the Rock, hand throwing a missile on ice.
I don't know. I just don't get it anymore.
Whatever. Fast X.
Hope
so.
X.
I really hope that's the last.
Fast XXX. It's gonna be
that 30.
That's a fast porn. All right, I'm done. The movie's
Fast
over.
Triple X. I'm sure there's a porn out there about it.
I don't got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I got a stepsister. Like that. What are you doing, stepmom? It's not my stepmom. It's my family.
Oh my God.
I'm stuck. Oh God. Okay.
Oh shit. That's gonna be the most watched porn video. If they release that, dude, it's gonna have like 8 million views in an hour.
I'm gonna watch it just to be like, I came up with that idea.
Oh my God. Yeah, you better copyright that immediately.
Copyrighted.
Yeah, they're gonna come after you.
Can't steal it. I already said it. Dibs.
But
vocal copyright. Dibs.
Like any good millennial, I have TikTok. I watch TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a TikToker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do make TikToks too.
I do actually make TikToks myself. Maybe I'll plug myself, and not that way, but maybe I'll plug my videos like near the end of the episode. And like, if you guys like want to watch me talk about like reptiles and stuff, maybe you can like go see it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you like want to like watch it. But anyway,
Derek
almost
needs money.
Let's
go.
I really do. By the way, this is not semen. I wanted to let you know that.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, just if
you know what? Hey, even if it is what it is. But
yeah,
I can't prevent you from jizzing where you want to jizz. So.
There's a stain for those of you who don't have Kyle's eyes. There's a stain on my pants.
What is this episode? What are we doing?
We'll get to it. But there's this big stain on my pants.
It's probably a good quarter-size stain.
Yeah,
least.
and there's little splatters around it.
Oh yeah, it's definitely jizz.
And
it's splattered. Yeah,
see,
watery jizz.
You know what though? This is actually really thick. If it left that type of mark, I would assume. This is. Do you know what this is?
I don't know. I'm staring at your wiener right now.
No, you're not.
What's going on?
That's way over here.
Oh, okay.
That is potatoes. Yeah, hash browns, to be specific.
Don't worry, it's not semen. It's hash browns.
Yeah. As I'm breathing heavy, I'm wet.
Hash browns.
I'm all sweaty. No, don't worry about it. It's hash browns.
Oh, hash browns.
Is this a doctor or Caligula? But I was eating some hash browns and eggs.
Today?
No, yesterday.
Oh.
And as I was eating, I had a paper plate, and the paper plate wasn't reinforced.
That fucking plate.
Yeah, so when I was cutting the hash brown with the no, it folded.
Oh.
It folded, and
then it went,
the plate became a catapult, and it shot.
Son of a bitch! They
Shot at
claimed
my thigh.
warfare on you.
Yep.
God damn it!
It's okay. I won in the end. They're in my belly.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So I ate them. But anyway, like any good millennial, I have a
of
TikTok. And speaking of jizz, and sometimes I get like movie TikToks that come across my feed.
Yeah, because you're movie buff.
Exactly. So and our phones are always spying
Oh,
on us,
listen,
so.
dude, I had one yesterday. It freaked me out.
I know. And there's this TikToker by the name of Horror Chronicles, and actually pretty good. She makes pretty good videos.
Okay.
And she talked about how the Blair Witch was made. And she talked about this movie because there was a Tales of Terror prompt. Tales of Terror is a in this case it's a Twitter.
Okay.
And
it's a Twitter account?
Yeah. So she wanted to answer this prompt, and I'll play it for you now.
Okay.
Time travel and witness the making of any horror movie, which one would it be? Easy one for me, without a doubt, the Blair Witch Project, because I don't know if people understand how fucking crazy the behind the scenes of this movie is. First things first, this movie is completely improvised. There were no lines, there was no script. The two writers/directors, Eduardo Sanchez and Daniel Myrick, came up with the legend of the Blair Witch in 1994 and created this 35-page screenplay, and it literally had no dialogue in it. It was intended to be completely improvised. They held a random ass casting call, and out of 2,000 people, they picked the three main characters in this movie who kept their same names, which the reason they fought to use their own names in the movie is because they thought it would be more natural when they were improvising all the lines. The three of them had to sign a release form saying that the crew had permission to mess with their minds. They filmed this movie in 8 days, and for those 8 days, the three actors were literally sleeping, camping out in the woods, having no idea what was about to happen to them. The production crew only kept in contact with them through walkie-talkies, and they were not allowed to intervene at any point. They didn't want the actors to know that they were even near. Every day, the actors would get drop boxes with little prompts telling them what the goal was for the day, what they were supposed to act, and they would each get an allotment of food. As the 8 days went on, they would get less and less food to promote the animosity between them as they are trapped in the middle of the woods. The terror in this movie is 100,000% genuine on all the actors' parts. For example, the scene where they're sleeping and they wake up to the children's laughter. Yeah, they had no fucking idea that was about to happen. The crew put speakers in the woods and started playing recordings that they took of children laughing. And then they violently started shaking the tent that they were sleeping in, which caused them to truly run out barefoot. Not to mention the three actors really did record everything this whole movie. During that scene where they're running out of the tent and Heather is screaming, "What the fuck is that?" It's because she sees somebody dressed in a white gown in the distance, but the actors were so scared they forgot that they were supposed to turn the camera because that was one of their prompts. So that's why in this movie we never even see the Blair Witch, because they were so genuinely terrified they forgot what they were supposed to do. Not to mention some actors knew some things and others didn't. So Mike, for example, his prompt one day was that he was to destroy the map. If you remember this whole thing, Heather has the map, Mike destroys it. So he kicked the map into the creek thinking that Josh and Heather saw it, and they didn't. And he kept that a secret until eventually he told them, and that's where we get that genuine reaction. The reason they're so upset about losing the map is because they were actually fucking using the map. Again, they had walkie-talkies and the crew was telling them which direction to go, but sometimes they were purposely making them get lost. So the scene where they've been walking all day and they discover that they've just been going around in circles, that's genuine because the crew purposely set them in the wrong direction so that they walked all day just for fucking nothing. So these actors were genuinely tired, hungry, and fucking terrified. Heather and Mike also did not know that Josh was going to go missing in the middle of the night, so they genuinely woke up to him being gone without a trace in the middle of the woods. Mind you, when they first started on day one, Heather had already said that she was scared that this was going to be a snuff film because it was so fucking sketchy. They truly don't even know if Josh is well at this point. The final scene when they're in the house going into the basement, neither of them knew what was about to happen. So when Mike went into the basement, two people dressed in black literally literally grabbed him and told him to face the wall. And then when Heather went down, they grabbed her, placed her camera on the floor, and told her to stop screaming. But this scene they actually had to retake twice because she was hyperventilating and crying because she was so fucking scared. Not to mention, the whole time they were filming, the three main characters believed that the Blair Witch was a real thing. Hate to break it to you if you don't know, it's not. At the beginning of the movie, when they're doing all the interviews with the town people, they thought that those people were real townspeople, but they were really fucking planted actors by the crew. So that just contributed to them believing that the Blair Witch was real, and they didn't even find out that it wasn't until the movie released. So yeah, the filming and the behind the scenes of this movie was absolute fucking chaos. There's so much more, and I did a whole episode of this on my podcast this week.
What the hell?
I would have fucking loved to have been on.
Talk about, okay, us being millennials.
Yeah.
Blair Witch was a big deal.
Yeah, it was.
That was, I want to say, that was one of the first, like, scary movies of our generation.
Yeah, and it pretty much kicked off the whole found footage genre.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
all the Paranormal Activity movies, everything credited to that.
Yeah.
Now, you made a comment earlier when you told me about, you want to talk about this, was that movies aren't what they used to be.
Yeah.
They're shit.
In terms of visuals.
Well, hold on. I haven't heard of anybody doing anything like that before. That's fucked up
Yeah.
and insane. Like, to think that, I mean, she, like she said, she thought that the main character thought it was going to be a porno,
A snuff film.
you know, because of how crazy it was.
Yeah.
Snuff is porno or snuff?
No,
like
snuff
just,
is death.
Oh, it's a death. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, a snuff film was like when you like watching people die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
But I mean, that's my first time hearing about that. I did not know that even happened.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming a bunch of people don't know that either.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they gave them these little things and said, hey, you're going to do this today. This is your goal.
Yeah.
Imagine them saying, hey, you cannot tell them what you're supposed to do today. What's the guy's name that kicks the map in the creek?
I can't remember his name. Yeah,
Mike
like,
or whatever.
Yeah, he told him to kick
Kicks
the
it in the
map.
creek or to destroy it.
Yeah, thinking that all of them saw that.
Yeah.
And no.
They
that
didn't
wasn't.
know.
Yeah, they had no idea.
Now, I've got something I'm going to tell you about that movie.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen the Blair Witch Project?
I have never, as much of a movie buff as I am, I've never seen that movie.
I could have sworn you saw that movie.
Nope. I've never seen it. I've seen the part where she's like crying. She's in the forest. She's going, oh my God,
I'm so scared. Yeah.
Obviously, everybody's seen that.
Yeah.
But I've never seen that movie.
That is wild because we must have been talking about somebody else. Or maybe we were talking about the new Blair Witch. Have you seen the new one? You haven't seen any of them.
Didn't know there was a new one.
Oh, okay. Well, it was like a couple of years ago. Maybe 3 years ago or so. Maybe even more. I can't remember. But I thought we discussed that.
I've never seen it.
Never saw that
I've
movie.
never
That
seen
is wild. So now you kind of got to see it.
I have to.
Because that movie that video put a lot of things in perspective for me because I didn't know that the Blair Witch was very quickly made. I knew it was, for the most part, 8 days.
Fucking days.
8 days.
Were they paid?
8 genuine days. Oh, yeah, they were definitely taken care of. But they were, probably need lifelong therapy. So they, I knew, like, some of the little parts about it, but I didn't know that they were completely unaware. I didn't know that was a thing.
I never knew that it wasn't scripted.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, basically what you're doing is you're taking 3 people, dropping them off somewhere in the middle of whatever woods it was.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they said something about a town too.
Yeah, it was a town, and the townspeople weren't even actual townspeople of that town. They were planted by the writers.
If you think about, let's say, okay, here's a good one for you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take 4 people.
Yeah.
Drop them off in the middle of Gary, Indiana.
Yeah.
And use actors around there.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I mean, same thing. Like, what the fuck was that? You're going through these. I guess that's more not or non-urban compared to an urban environment.
Oh yeah, so forest versus a town.
But I mean,
but still
something like that. And then if you know the history behind Gary, you're like, oh fuck, even more.
Yeah, and there's a lot of abandoned places. I've been to a few of them, and you'll start hearing stuff, and you don't know if it's a person or an animal or what. it gets pretty wild and Gary. So
Holy Lord.
I know how that goes.
My son just got a haircut, and it's very short. Wow.
Hey.
Damn. Holy cow. But yeah, that I haven't heard of any movie. I mean, I could be wrong. There's probably one out there, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But any movie doing that to its cast members.
The only thing I can think of that is even remotely close to that is how Stanley Kubrick treated the woman who was on the set of The Shining.
Oh yeah,
He
I
screwed with
remember
her
hearing
a
about
lot.
that.
Yeah, like on set.
That's why she looked like shit by the end of it.
Yep, messed with her trailer, like turned like the AC off in the trailer or something
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And like would like wake her up throughout the middle of the night making noises. Would fuck with her while she's doing her lines on set. Like it's crazy.
I feel like that because it's more genuine at that point. But I feel like at that.
But at what cost?
Exactly. Think about that lady. She's probably has to go to therapy the rest of her life.
There was an interview about how really she's better now, but there was an interview that
probably
she did
for quite
about
some
how
time.
How she was not well for a while.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And these guys, poor whoever.
I know these
people
people just were out in the woods. They think they're about to die.
I mean, and then think about sending them to the movie premiere.
Mm-hmm.
How fucked up do they look? They're still fucked up.
I'm wondering if they even. Well, they said they didn't know until they saw the movie. I'm guessing they probably didn't go out to see this movie.
Yeah.
They were probably like sent the final
copy.
product. I don't think they went to the premiere.
And because it's that same type of found footage and everything. Fast forward to the first Paranormal Activity movie.
Yeah,
those people didn't go to their premiere either because they were supposed to be dead.
They're supposed to be dead. Yeah. So them showing up to the premiere is like what?
Yeah.
Well, why are you here?
Oh my gosh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because imagine somebody looking around going to be like,
hey,
wait, where are the actors?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, it looks like I got a new movie I got to add to my bucket list.
Absolutely. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. The Blair Witch Project, dude. Check it out. It's the thing about it now. If you watch it, it's definitely not aged in terms of fear, because when it premiered, the fear in that movie was very much like, oh, this is like real stuff and it's really genuinely scary. Now it's probably not going to have that effect. I think it's still a worthwhile watch.
At least once.
Yeah, but I don't think. But it's not going to have the same effect that it had back then.
No, it's not like jump scares or anything like that. Or
no,
I mean anything like the found footage movies are now.
No.
Oh, really?
There's it does a really. I'm surprised a lot of horror movies don't take their cues from that, because there isn't like a big bang with music. You know, like there isn't like a false jump scare. Like everything in the movie.
You talk about false jump scares quite a bit.
Yeah, and I freaking hate it. So this movie gives like genuine scares and like genuine. Yeah,
that's the thing is, I mean, it's genuine fear. I mean, everything about that supposedly is genuine.
It's horror for real.
It's a genuine movie.
Yeah, it's genuine. It's so genuine. You know it's genuine? Did you know it's genuine?
It's genuine horror.
It's a genuine movie. It's a real genuine movie.
Damn.
This is a genuine podcast.
Yes, fucking very well is. I'm telling you. Because now I want to talk about something.
Go for it.
Me and you we're still, I would say we're still young.
Yeah.
But in the eyes of younger people, we are not.
In the eyes of younger people, we're probably kind of getting elderly.
Yeah. We are.
In terms of retirement age, we're middle-aged.
Oh, for sure. We are both 32.
Mm-hmm.
You know, middle of our lives, I'd still assume. You know, maybe in our prime. I don't know. And
I'm definitely in my prime.
I had an experience Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Maybe Friday.
Yeah.
Some reason, and any millennial will know what I'm talking about. Robin Big.
Okay.
We talked about Robin Big before.
Yep.
Love Robin Big.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great show. I just blurted out one day. I was like, "Get it, son. 22, son." My salesman is 21, 22, and he goes, "Oh, yeah?" And I'm like, 22s. He goes, 22 what? And I'm like, Do you not know Robin Big?
Oh, wow.
He goes, who?
Yeah. Had no idea.
I said, get out.
Had no idea.
I said, get out of your own building right now. Get out.
I don't know. I just felt like doing it.
I had to bring up the clip of when Rob puts Big's shirt on and he puts the medicine ball underneath.
Yeah.
He goes, hey, man, 22. My arms are like my rims. 22, son. And he runs at him and he hits the ball and he knocks him over to the other side of the bed.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, damn. When was that from? And I'm like, dude, like, this is from like 2010s. Like, it wasn't that long ago.
Wow. That's
And
wild.
so I had
wild to think about.
there was another guy that came in and he's like, what are you guys talking about? I just barely heard. And I'm like, 22, son. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, oh my God. And it's a plumbing store. So they're like, you need fittings? I'm like, no, you idiot. I said, Robin Big. And he goes, Robin
fittings?
Big? I'm like, yeah, Rob Deerdeck? And he goes, oh, ridiculousness. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, yeah, because most people know him from that now.
So I was like, yes, same guy, older show. He had an older show? So
Unbelievable.
that irritated me.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday, I'm sitting in the car. We're playing music on the way to our NASCAR event we went to. I let the kids, say, hey, I want to listen to songs on the radio. And so I bring them up on YouTube. I play them, whatever. Riley's usually is Till You Can't or Paint Me a Birmingham. She loves those two songs. Mason's is usually Old Town Road.
Okay.
I'll say Old Town Road first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, first he says Dynamite. I'm like, okay, Dynamite.
Dynamite.
What song do you think of?
I think of TNT
TNT?
from AC/DC.
Okay. I was thinking, what's his name? Tayo Cruz?
Oh, okay.
Like it's dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I told
There's
you
that one too.
once.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
that
about
one?
that song. Yeah,
I thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I brought up that one. He goes, no. I'm like, no. And he goes, no, it's the girl. And I'm like, there's no girl song with Dynamite. I'm like, what the heck?
But Kesha?
Nope. I don't know what happened, but he says, type in Dynamite. I'm like, Mason, I literally typed in Dynamite. It's a 7-year-old telling a 32-year-old how to play with the phone.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I've had more experience. And he goes, no, type in Dynamite. I'm like, all right, fine. So I just typed in Dynamite. Do you know who BTS is?
I heard of him.
The all-Asian male pop group,
Wow.
whatever.
So he likes K-pop.
I guess. It's a cool song, though.
Yeah.
My son knows about a song that I didn't know about.
Wow.
And
K-pop.
cultured me.
In K-pop. Nonetheless. Yeah.
He cultured me.
Good for him.
And
you know
I
what?
was
Shout
like-
out to your son.
Little bastard. So now I'm feeling the effects of how old I am.
Yeah.
And I, not only that, but, we get up in the morning nowadays, you get your pops and aches and all this stuff.
Your pops and your locks.
Pops. Oh, you want?
Yo, there it is. Ooh. Oh. Gotta love when Kyle pops on locks and finishes it with a good old bird.
Birdie.
The bird to the finger, baby.
But no, I think I've officially gotten to that point where I'm like, holy shit.
Starting to feel old.
We are getting phased out.
Yeah. My coworkers, one of my coworkers, I was like, you know what? I'm about to feel old, but when did you graduate? And she was like, 2020.
It's a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think who it is. Is the one with glasses that walks around? Is she the newer one?
I don't know if you've seen her.
I think it's the one I'm thinking of.
What's her hair look like?
Black.
Is it like long?
Looks like hair.
Okay.
It's long, straight, black. Like, she could be Mexican. So I don't know.
Wait, I don't even think I know who you're talking about.
I don't know what her name is. I've seen her like once or twice walking around with a laptop. She does like
Oh,
inventory.
that's Crystal. She's
Crystal.
not really in the
her.
warehouse.
She came to the rodeo event on Thursday.
Oh, she was there?
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, that's Crystal.
I was gonna invite you, but
Well, yeah.
Brill said he already did, and you were like, "That's too far."
That doesn't sound like me.
He lied.
I don't think he
He had extra tickets.
When did he say he asked me? Because now I'm intrigued.
I don't know. I asked him. Well, Thursday was the day it happened, and while we were there, I was like, "Man, you should have told me. I'd have invited Derek, and we'd have brought him with us because it was me and Kayla."
Yeah.
And it was a 6B event, but it was Scott, Jordan, Aaron, me, and Kayla. The only person there from 6B. And I'm like, how many tickets did you have left? And he's like, I think he said like 3 or 4. And so Crystal and her husband, boyfriend, whatever.
I don't know. I think I know she's with somebody. Yeah.
Boy, we'll say boyfriend.
Okay.
They showed up.
Yeah, I don't remember ever getting asked.
Fuck that motherfucker. I'm calling his ass out tomorrow.
Now I'm gonna say something, okay? How long did he know about this event?
Oh damn. Couple months.
Okay, so it's a possibility that as soon as he found out about it, he told me. And I may have said that.
I'm calling him out.
But I don't remember saying that.
Still calling him out.
So when I'm at work, my memory of work stays at work. It doesn't go outside. So as soon as I leave, as soon as I walk out the door, I remember
shut your work
nothing.
brain off.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
I got you.
So it's a possibility that he told me while I was working or at work, and I left and I completely just blocked it out.
Yeah.
So it's 50-50 on whether he told me or he didn't. So I wouldn't say call him out on it because he probably may have told me. I just don't remember. I have no recollection.
Oh, I'll see him today. I'm going to ask him today.
So I'm not calling him a liar, and I don't think you should either. I'm just
calling
saying,
him a liar. I was just going to ask him.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't remember that. So,
but to go to your point, no, I don't think I know who it is.
Okay.
But she graduated when?
2020. Damn. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna feel old, but I'm gonna ask you when you graduated. She said 2020. I was like, oh my god.
Well, Diego just graduated not too long ago as well. Remember?
I know, but like when I hear it out loud, I hear it said to me. I'm like, I graduated in 2010. That was 14 years ago.
Think about that.
Yeah. That's just really wild to me.
Step back and go, what?
Yeah, because I don't feel old or anything. It just makes me go like, wow, I've been around for a while. We can genuinely say back in my day.
Oh, fuck. Are we that old?
Yeah, well, I can genuinely say that. There's things I know about that some of the people I work with don't know about.
Yeah, well, yeah, Robin Big, look.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean,
yeah, like, that's wild to me. And like I said before, we even started recording, like watching sports events. Like we're older than most of the people playing, even basketball, football, baseball, soccer, all these sports. Like we're older than them.
When the guys,
if not the same age,
when the guys start retiring the same age you are, you know that you're.
Yeah, that's when they start calling it quits.
You know that you're getting to that point where you're getting old.
When a quarterback is 2 years younger than us, I mean not a quarterback, a running back is 2 years younger than us. That's when they start thinking about retirement. 2 years younger than us. Yeah. I'm pretty sure we're older than Derrick Henry.
I think so.
I think we're 2 years older than him.
I think so.
Wow.
Saquon,
yeah.
All these studs in the NFL,
Sheesh.
man. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, Jordan Love. The Packers are the youngest team in the NFL, period. So.
It's nuts.
Ugh.
It's nuts.
But anyway.
But you know who we can look forward to the whole time, though?
It's
Jim Bob Cooter!
Let's go, Jim Bob.
Greatest name in sports history.
How about them Colts, am I right?
How about them Colts? Mob money, baby. Do something with it.
We should be getting somewhere with this. We should be getting somewhere. Now, I wanted to talk about some villainy. Dan Schneider.
Oh. I forgot. I'm like, villains, yes.
So
who are we talking about? Blair Witch Project.
There is a documentary out. I think it's HBO Max called.
Is there?
Yes, a documentary called
about the Nickelodeon.
Yeah, the Quiet on Set. Oh. It's called Quiet on Set. So this documentary reveals a insane amount of creepy, awful, predatory stuff that was going down.
Way.
Mainly with Dan Schneider, but also with the guy who made Ren and Stimpy.
That show was pretty damn off the walls.
The
for
guy
what it
who
was.
made Ren and Stimpy was definitely a pedophile.
Oh my god! What? Okay, here's one. Did they bring up Rocco's Modern Life at all?
Rocco. No, they didn't. I don't
Because
know.
wasn't he like a glorified like telephone sex worker?
I think
basically,
so. Something like that.
There had to have been something, dude.
Dude. So anyway, Dan Schneider had like some really wild stuff going on with feet.
Massages.
Yeah, but the feet.
Oh really?
I wanna concentrate on the feet for 1 second.
Oh, I'm not a feet person. Remember, I don't have any keys.
I was sure what the feet really feel like.
Defeat.
Do you remember what the old logo for Nickelodeon was?
Ooh, was it the splatter? No.
That was the new one. Do you remember what the old logo for Nickelodeon was?
Was it the arch?
No.
No, I don't. Do you have a picture?
Feet.
No, it didn't.
It was a foot.
No, it wasn't.
Remember, Nickelodeon was an orange foot. It was a long foot and it had the word Nickelodeon written across the middle of it. Nickelodeon's old logo was a foot. Dan Schneider was an absolute freak. He loved feet. He always had someone on the set of one of his shows, like iCarly. Someone was always showing feet. Someone was always showing feet. Someone was always doing something
Guy or girl?
with feet. Mainly the girls, but the guys too. Listen, let me just play you something.
This Dan Schneider Nickelodeon shit is insane, but it doesn't surprise me. What surprises me is that it took this long to hold bro accountable for it. The signs were always there, bro. How did we let this slide? Every single Nickelodeon show has something correlating to feet. Remember when they had Drake sleeping with Josh's foot? iCarly is the absolute worst one, though. This shit is insane. But this right here, this is when I knew. I remember this scene vividly, dog. I remember thinking, even when I was a kid, this shit is weird as hell. They were all stuck in detention on some, like, breakfast bunch shit. I don't know. They were all bored as hell, so they decided to start showing random skills. Tori's secret talent was that she can shoot a bow and arrow with her feet. Bro, be fucking for real. They didn't even try, bro. What? Gonna act like they just make bows and arrows the size of feet, bro? They were reaching so hard just to get her feet in this episode. Bro, the old Nickelodeon logo was a foot. Like, what? But Dan deserves a special place in hell for this video. I can't even show y'all what took place in this damn video, bro. They had her gagging herself, like, upside down, pouring water on herself. This shit was being advertised to kids? This is crazy, bro. Bro belongs in Arkham Asylum, but it gets worse. Dan Schneider decided the best way to handle a documentary amount of evidence against him was to have a damn interview. Y'all will never believe who the fuck is interviewing him. Bro got Tebow from the Groovy Smoothie on iCarly interviewing him about his misconduct at Nickelodeon. This is worse
No
than the police
way.
investigating themselves when they wrongfully shoot somebody. Bro is not a journalist, he's your employee. But this stuff isn't new. We've had actors come out and say he's paid them for pictures of their feet. Dan Schneider said himself recently, the reason Nickelodeon hasn't really done shit about this, he said there's so much bullshit going on at Nickelodeon that if he goes down, pretty much all of Nickelodeon goes with him. Can we have one?
He's threatening.
Whoa.
That's why Dan Schneider is not in prison as we speak. That's why Nickelodeon's been investigating him and they haven't pushed the button. Because if they do, Dan Schneider's about to take Nickelodeon with them. Wow. Because remember, there were allegations that Nickelodeon knew about. There were allegations that not only Nickelodeon knew about, but the parents of the children knew about, and they were privy to it. But they had to get these kids famous. Dude, like, Dan Schneider is an absolute insane person who definitely belongs under the jail, but there are a lot of people who also belong with him because they were privy to it.
Okay. Yep. I found it.
Yep. Quiet on set.
Deadpool.
And you just look. It's shifted over, and you just looked it up. Nickelodeon's old logo, and I remember this is when that guy said it. It was a foot.
Pedophiles on set, a hiring account for an abuse by his acting coach. An abuser goes to jail but gets big support from big names in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro, this is like layers deep.
So, think about what is going on with Dan Schneider and the things that have already come out about him. What could be worse?
There might even be some stuff we don't know about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think Nickelodeon is hiding?
Dude, we know big corporations get crazy with certain things. Like the Disney iceberg is insane.
Disney iceberg?
The Disney iceberg, like the stuff that you don't see. It's called like iceberg, like the stuff underneath.
Yeah. You
Like,
see this, but you don't see all the other shit.
Yeah, all the stuff that's been like swept under the rug with Disney, even the stuff we don't know about. Like, I'm sure Nickelodeon is not any better. Damn. And Dan Schneider's like threatening. He's like, I can take this whole company down.
Oh my God, I would love to hear about it.
I would not be surprised if Dan Schneider ends up missing.
You know who he's gonna be?
Like Epstein?
He's gonna be the next Epstein.
Maybe. But he won't even. I don't think he's even going to make it to trial. Because Epstein made it to trial and then went to prison and, quote unquote, killed himself. But I think they're not even going to try to make Dan Schneider take the stand. Mm-hmm. They don't even want him talking. I would not be surprised if Schneider comes up missing.
Now that he has done whatever he's done, the interview, I do think he goes missing. You're right.
Yeah.
Because he's already put it out there that there's stuff.
Well, that interview maybe not. Because, again, that was a Nickelodeon employee, basically,
now, but
talking to Dan Schneider. If it was outside of Nickelodeon,
yes,
then I would have been like,
where did he... Oh, so that's Nickelodeon's...
Basically.
Their show.
Yeah.
That thing that had Quiet on the Set.
No, that wasn't Nickelodeon's Quiet on Set. Like the interview that Dan did afterwards was completely separate of Quiet on the Set. Okay. Yeah.
So when did Dan say that he would take somebody down? He would take Nickelodeon down with him.
That interview was a week after the documentary got dropped. And the documentary was I can't remember who's in charge of the documentary. I know it's on HBO Max. And a week later, Dan Schneider did that interview with that former child actor. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
But I mean, did he come out on there and say, there are other things I know, blah, 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 yes. I'll take you down? Oh, dude, he's already got a target on him.
So, yeah, like I think he's feeling the heat, and he's like, hey, if something happens to me, something happens to a lot more other people.
Imagine, I'm going to make this a little funny, but imagine... the last thing you hear, all these things, these allegations against Nickelodeon and this and that, and have the truth.
Yeah.
Imagine the freaking guy from SpongeBob comes up to you and was like, "Oh, here you go, Gary." That's the last thing you hear.
Yeah, that's it.
How fucked up would that be?
That would be absolutely insane.
Man.
I heard he lives a lonely as hell in Calabasas, surrounded by aesthetically strange foot paintings.
When they were outside his gate,
yeah.
Dan, we're here. We just want to talk.
Hey, we came to your hood. Nobody knows you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's our childhood right there,
isn't it?
Wow. And to think, the whole time those skits were going on, something weird was happening.
Dan Schneider was behind the scenes looking at feet.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to watch that now.
The whole time, buddy.
That's 2 things today that I've learned that I have to watch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So, but I did also want to say a couple of things. One thing I wanted to say is something that we talked about a little bit earlier, or we touched on a little bit earlier, but we didn't go into go into depth with
detail.
So a lot of newer movies that are getting released don't look good, in my opinion. They look drab. They're dulled down. They don't look as vibrant as they should. And it's happening to a lot of movies that should have it, like Marvel movies and Disney movies. So the new Disney or the new musical that's getting released is Wicked. Wicked's about to get a new live action release. Got Ariana Grande and
the
witches.
It's about the witches, the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, like how their story, like their origin story, basically.
I've seen the trailer on that. It looks good.
Yeah, so it looks good, but it looks very, very, very bleh. Like the colors don't pop like they should. The actors don't stand out from a background like they should. It's so muted. Ariana Grande doesn't have any color. She just looks like she looks one note. Everything is just so muted. And I'm like, why?
You know why you probably think that?
Why not?
Because you went to school for this and you take it very serious.
Oh, this is common knowledge for a lot of people.
For me, I just see this trailer and I'm like, hey, it looks good. That's it. I'll go see it.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said about that photo that's on my TV right now versus how the new Wicked looks. And when those colors in real life pop more than your Wicked Witch movie, your musical that's supposed to be colorful and vibrant, supposed to take place in Oz.
Okay, that's
Holy
true.
hell. You need to fucking hit me over the head with color. You need to just slap me in the face with your color. I want your color to abuse me. The Little Mermaid, dude, as decent as that movie was, where was the fucking color?
The new one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Why was it so
I still haven't seen it.
goddamn dark?
Was it really?
Yeah, because they went for Under the Sea live action. Oh, Under the Sea is going to be a little bit dark, but you got talking mermaids and talking fish, bro. we're not talking about realism here. We're not talking about something that's realistic. You have a merfish talking with a big ass octopus who has a fish friend and a crab buddy, and we're not talking about realism. This is a Disney movie. I need this shit to be. I need my eyes to hurt after watching your movie. It needs to be bright as fuck. If I go to a theater when it's nice and dark and I got the surround sound and I got the big IMAX screen, beat me. I want you to abuse me. I want to see every single color on the color wheel. I want you to absolutely rake me over the coals with your color. You're a Disney movie. Why is it so fucking dark? And if I go see a Marvel film, like the past maybe 5, like Endgame, you know how bullshit Endgame looked? How fucking muted it was? You see how the Hulk didn't look like he was green? It looked like he was like lime. Like a really, like a dark, bullshit lime color. And the suits, the color, the atmosphere, it was all plain. It was sterile. It was like I was in a hospital. Where's the color? Where's the color, Iron Man? Where's the color, Tony Stark? Where's the color, Captain America? I thought that was Captain America's ass. I thought that was America's ass. No, it's just, oh, dude, look at that. Look at that color on my TV screen.
That's actually very beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's vibrant. It's deep. It's got contrast. You can see the foreground. You can see the background. Everything is balanced perfectly, and it has color, has depth. What the fuck, Hollywood?
Easy guy. To add to that, let me see where it is.
Elphaba, why couldn't you stay calm for once instead of flying off the handle? I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. I hope you're happy how you hurt your cross forever. I hope you think you're clever. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy too. I hope you're proud how you would grovel in submission to feed your own ambition.
I have more color on my phone than they do in
Look
their
at
movie.
that, dude. I hope you're happy in the end. I hope you're happy, my friend. I saw the
I don't know what that is.
I saw
but
the
I'm
Wicked.
just going
It's the
with it.
Wicked musical. I was singing.
Oh, okay.
I've seen it a few times.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a pretty good musical.
That's your kink right there.
Yeah, that's my kink. Wicked.
Musicals.
That's why it's setting me off so much, because I need that color. It's like this is how I get off.
Give me the color.
Give me the bloody light.
It's like they're edging you.
Yeah.
Give me the color. Come on. Ah, come on. Really?
You've seen There Will Be Blood, right? Daniel Day-Lewis?
Yes.
Yeah, remember when he was in the church with Eli? And Eli was like, do you want the blood, Daniel? He was like, yes, I do. He's like, come on, give me the blood, Eli. Give me the blood.
Give me the blood.
Give me the blood.
Do me now.
I abandoned my child. I abandoned my boy.
That's still, I haven't made my way through that whole movie yet, but
It's
that's
long.
Still a very.
It's such a good movie.
It's
dude.
long. I mean, I think it's a decent movie so far.
Yeah.
But I can't get myself to continue to watch it.
Is it just hard to watch?
I don't know. I think it's just.
Are you just bored?
No, it's interesting. I mean, it's not. Oh man,
I mean, it's definitely not a feel-good movie. It's gonna make you. It's gonna leave you feeling bad afterwards.
No, I don't know what it is. I've watched up to the. Oh, what part have I seen it up to? I haven't seen it in a while.
He does.
That's one that I stopped in the middle of and don't remember. It's been that long.
Wow.
That was before I moved out here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kyle. You have a milkshake, and I have a milkshake, and I have a straw. There it is, and my straw reaches across the way and starts to drink your milkshake. I drink your milkshake. I drink it up.
That's your favorite part, isn't it?
I am the third revelation. Because Daniel Day-Lewis has just acted his ass off as he always does.
He's fantastic.
Yeah, but where was that? Did I tell you about the movie that Daniel Day-Lewis was in where he played a guy who, like, his foot was crushed or something like that? I can't remember what movie that was.
No,
but it was a movie where like his foot was crushed and he was like limping. He played somebody who like had a bad foot basically, and he method acted so hard that he had the cast and crew carry him around the set.
Really?
Yeah. He was playing so hard that he acted like his actual foot was broken, and he had like people like carry him or wheel him around set.
Was it an older movie?
It's one of his older ones, but I can't remember which movie it was, but it was like, I don't know, type in Daniel Day-Lewis broken foot movie. You might find something, but he method acts almost a little too hard. But
Foot.
you type in broken foot?
Accidentally on purpose? No, hold on.
Accidentally
my
on
left
purpose?
Foot.
What you got?
My left foot?
I think so. His left foot.
This is a 1989 movie.
1989 movie. He made the cast and crew cart him around for that movie. That's how hard he was acting. Yeah. Yeah. Were you watching the trailer?
He's in a box. I don't know what the hell's going on.
In a box. I'll show you a box.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. Is he gonna break the fucker's foot or something, or what? What's he doing? I don't know.
Something happened to his left foot.
He's in a wheelbarrow. That's Daniel Day-Lewis in a wheelbarrow?
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't.
Last but not least,
there
I
it
want to end on some sad news.
Hold on. He has the same shitty like.
Yeah, the face. That's his thing. Every actor has their thing. That's Daniel Day-Lewis's thing. Is like the little scowl.
You know what he says when he finally talks for the first time after that face?
What's that? Oh, he's Amanda Bynes.
He's Amanda Bynes.
Speaking of which, Amanda's been talking about this shit for years, and we didn't listen.
What is she doing?
We thought she was going crazy, and yes, she was crazy because she had to suffer under Dan Schneider's rule. You know her Penelope Taint? I thought it was Tate. It was Penelope Taint. Penelope Taint.
Doesn't sound familiar now.
Dan Schneider named Amanda Bynes' character Penelope Taint. Taint, Kyle. Taint. And Penelope Taint. Are you hearing me?
Taint. That's gross. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out what she's doing these days. Where
She's trying to get better because Dan Schneider ruined her.
I guess that's what she looks like nowadays.
Yeah, she doesn't look great, but she's fine. She's been talking about this for years, and nobody listened. We thought, oh, she's going crazy. Oh, she's lost her mind. Oh, another crazy child actor, star. She's been saying this for years, Kyle.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we can't listen to that kind of stuff on here. Okay. Sorry, I'm still looking up Amanda Bynes. I'm trying to find TikTok now. Amanda Bynes. Here she is. Oh, okay. She looks absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
She does not look good.
She's been through a lot.
I mean, look at what she used to look at, or what she used to look like on the Amanda show.
Yeah.
I mean, what she used to look like and now what she looks like, it's... I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel so bad.
Those kids got,
I don't know.
those kids were put through the ringer, man.
I kind of want to know what happened, what the darker side of it is. Because I feel like at some point, everybody's going to be like, all right, fuck these motherfuckers. We're going to burn Nickelodeon down.
Maybe. I don't think Nickelodeon is.
And I think it's going to be us millennials.
Maybe.
Because that's what we had watched and loved.
Yeah. And I think Nickelodeon's feeling the pressure. I think what's going to happen is either Dan Schneider is going to go missing or.
Well, that's the thing is even if he goes missing, people are going to ask questions. They're going to try and figure something out.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why they're banning TikTok.
Fuck Nickelodeon. We Nickelodeon. We niggas loitering.
Loitering. We outside. We on your block.
But yeah, not the most fun episode of the Sweater Podcast. But there's times we have to inform.
There are
times we have to inform.
Yeah.
So not everything's gonna be happy go lucky.
You know, and that's the thing is, we are doing or we are helping do the job of certain, we'll say journalists.
We're journalists.
We are. And we're getting the word out there. And, you know, one person, two people that I know listen to this may look it up.
Yeah.
And they might tell somebody. And that person might tell somebody.
We're doing good work, Kyle.
Will tell somebody.
You know what?
And that person will tell somebody. And that person will tell somebody.
Yeah.
And that person will tell two people.
We're journalists.
Listen, it all starts with us.
We're journalists.
We are.
Penelope Taint.
We are Penelope Taint.
Penelope.
I can't be serious no more. Telepathy Taint. What can you tell me?
No one's even down there. You're just slapping it. You're just slapping your taint.
Listen.
You just slap. I'm a taint slapper. That's what I do. But anyway, remember to share, follow, subscribe, rate, and comment. This has been the Itchy Sweater Podcast.
Very itchy.
With your humble servants, Don and Toretto.
I never knocked on nobody.
We never knocked on nobody. We're just journalists. Podcast.
Get my car podcast.